record held by Thomas Schönleber of East Germany. The American record set by Antonio McCay on a 200-meter indoor track. He's also run the fastest time ever on a 160-yard track of this kind. And Antonio McCay will be in the middle of this three-man field in the first heat. Antonio McCay was bronze medalist at the 1984 Olympic Games at a time when many expected him to win. On the right of the screen, to the inside of Antonio McCay, is Walter McCoy, an outstanding veteran. Outside, Mark Rowe, a two-time outdoor national champion. But despite the depth of this heat, Antonio McCay a heavy favorite to win it, Frank.
McCay is a heavy favorite to win any time he runs, Jim. This heat is so strong, I can't tell you. These directors would give their right arms to get a final, a three-man final like this. We're having it in the morning heat.
Wouldn't be surprising to see all three of these men among the four finalists as they come around to pass the line with one lap to go. It's a little surprising to see McCay in front as he has been throughout the race. Walter McCoy shadowing him from behind. Mark Rowe, who's a bigger and stronger runner, has a little bit more trouble indoors. He's back in third place. But now Antonio McCay will drag the other two to the finish line, and we'll see if all three might be fast enough to go into the final. It is McCay, and then McCoy, and Mark Rowe. Unofficial time, 47.7, a pretty fast heat.
Here's the replay. Now, McCay usually is coming around to the lead at this stage. Now he's in front. And the reason he's doing it this way is the four fastest make the final. By winning a heat, you don't necessarily make the final. So there are three heats, the four fastest times. Three of them from one race can make it, no one can make it. Okay.
It's appointed in 1984, still pointing to 1988. At this moment, a premier American quarter mile. Ready now for the second qualifying heat. And the man you're looking at is Clarence Daniel, number 37 veteran, who knows what he's doing and knows he'll have to run a fast time to get into the final. On the inside of him, Reggie Henderson. On the outside, Chip Jenkins, the son of 1956 Olympic gold medalist Charles Jenkins. And it is the man in the middle of the track, Daniel, who takes control with 2 laps to go.
If he looks well coached, he should be. He's a coach. He's the assistant coach at Florida. The runners can only run as fast as he can.
There has already been one fast qualifying heat featuring Antonio McCay, Walter McCoy, and Mark Rowe. So these three men know that they must run quickly if one or more is to have a chance to make it into the four-man final. It has been all Clarence Daniel now as they come around the turn and head toward the finish line. Daniel still in front, Chip Jenkins shadowing him. Reggie Henderson has dropped back, and Daniel and Jenkins press toward the line together. Clarence Daniel just holding him off. Unofficial time under 47 seconds. So now it looks likely that perhaps two for the Grand Prix points lead at 400 meters. Outside of him, Ken Lowery, number 371, is the world record holder indoors at 500 meters. So this, another competitive qualifying heat. And as they cross the line with 2 laps to go, Forde has fallen behind Dave Cassuto of the University of Houston. This could present a problem because Cassuto's a big guy, a lot of space. He's going to be hard to get around.
Traffic is a big thing in a short race like this. There aren't that many turns. There isn't that much room. The straightaways are short. You've got to get out of traffic. Forde is out of traffic.
And Forde is able to get by Cassuto with no trouble. So now number 371, Ken Lowery chases Forde down the backstretch. Lowery tries to go by on the turn. Elvis Forde able to hold him off. They'll come toward the line in what looks like another fast qualifying heat. Lowery goes by and finishes ahead. Forde slacks off and might have cost himself a chance to go into the final. Unofficially, they're right around 47.5, a little bit slower. We just watched qualifying heats for the men's 400-meter run on tape. Now we're ready to see the final live. And there is the man who holds the American record in the indoor 400 meters, Antonio McCay, going for his 3rd straight title. Oddly, we thought his qualifying heat was a fast one. He winds up as the...
Certainly Daniel should be out in front, and I think McCay is going to go back to his old style and be in back and come on at the end. I still like McCay.
The American style of running the quarter outdoors is certainly to bust it off the last curve. Indoors, you have to be a little more careful about trying to come from behind, but McCay has been successful in doing so. And there's a real close, tight shot of number 3, 400 meters indoors, about 2 3/4 laps. American record 45.79. Grand Prix leaders in the event, Elvis Forde and Antonio McCay. Forde didn't make the final, ran the 500 instead. Here comes McCay as he drops back into 2nd place, and Lowery, just as you suggested, Frank, goes to the lead. Lowery, that is Clarence Daniel on the lead.
Daniel is a speed runner. He has straight speed. So does Lowery. Antonio McKay's strength is his quickness. He can make up ground quickly.
Daniel still
he has an opportunity now to do it.
Less than 1 lap to go. Here goes McKay, showing what he's got. Only 23 years old. And still coming off, I think, that disappointment in Los Angeles. He's won just about everything he's entered since then. And this is another victory for Antonio McKay. Loves to play to the crowd, loves the big events, and showed his stuff again tonight.
Backstretch. Here's McKay moving. And that man in front is not slow. McKay has that great quickness. He can make up that ground very quickly. Now he's in front. Now it's goodbye, everybody.
Unofficial time, 47 flat, about a second off of the American record, but the Garden track is a little bit uneven, very bouncy board, not the fastest in indoor track and field. Antonio McKay, quite impressive in his victory live here in the men's 400-meter run. And Marty LaCour's with him now. Marty.
Well, Antonio, you said that you got tired of coming from behind. You made all of our hearts stop the last couple of years. Your tactics this year are a little different.
Well, I try to get closer now and make my move off the last turn again. But I just tried to get close.
You love running for the crowd. Sometimes it seems as if you're happier when you're indoors. You look like you were drifting a little bit outdoors the last 2 years. Are you back enjoying the running as you did back in '84?
Yes. I'm ready for stiff competition, and the guys are getting faster, and I feel like I'm ready.
Good race.
Thank you.